Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. I'm your host, Chris Tice, as we are here to talk about the review for Fast RMX, which was one of the sort of near launch games for the Nintendo Switch. We're going to be checking that out now because it's a pretty damn good game. Fast RMX is pretty similar to the previous game under a different name for the Wii U. And I was a big fan of that game too on the Wii U. I thought it was fantastic, and it was one of the games that kept me enjoyed for a long time. So obviously this is kind of like a spiritual successor to F-Zero. They definitely do have their differences in that. A lot of the courses are fantastic in design, and that you can see by the screenshots. The graphics is fantastic. It really feels... apart from Breath of the Wild at the launch time period, this definitely felt like a home console experience on portable, which was fantastic. It was something that I really enjoyed personally. So the interesting thing about the game is all the different levels and things like that, and I was very pleased that it hadn't changed too much from the Wii U version. There was a few little additions and courses and that, but I like all the different modes. The multiplayer is fantastic. Online stuff. Hero mode is where you have a certain health bar, and if it runs out, the game is over for you. You also have time attack, which is time trials and things like that. I think the only downside is the AI rubber banding, which is something that is pretty common, I guess, in racing games like this, Mario Kart like, you can say. But this was a fantastic game when it first came out for the Nintendo Switch and that sort of thing. So in the game, you have all these different races based on acceleration, top speed, and stuff like that. And you're racing around these courses 3 laps, and you have these boosts based on the color code of orange or blue, and you're racing around trying to beat these other players and that. You can push into them and sort of knock them and make them crash, and that does help. But I think getting a good speed and good acceleration helps too. I love the levels that sort of pours down rain, which is fantastic, and some of the more science fiction ones, which is really fantastic looking. So it is an excellent game. It's an excellent game. So we'll head back to the Ninja News desk and give our final verdict. Fast RMX is a fantastic game. It is probably the second best racer on the Nintendo Switch, apart from Mario Kart, obviously, for mainstream people and that. But you're looking for something a little more realistic, or something more F-Zero, or something that really gives you a challenge in terms of racing-wise, then Fast RMX is definitely the game for you. It's around $25–30 in Australia, but it's definitely worth its price, and its quality is absolutely excellent. I give it a 9 out of 10. It is a fantastic game. So do check it out for the Nintendo Switch. Plays great in handheld, plays great on the TV. So I can't recommend it more. So that is it for me, and I shall see you later on.